Here we have a Specialized Levo. An electric mountain bike is perfect for somebody who maybe used to ride specific trails and now maybe they're a little older or they had an injury and they can't ride the same stuff anymore. This will allow them to get back out there in the same trails or just to do a little bit longer ride than they've been doing. So this is the Specialized Turbo Levo Alloy. So it's an aluminum frame. They use their E5 aluminum here, which is a nice lightweight, strong aluminum. Compared to their other Levos that are carbon fiber, this one's a little bit cheaper. Has a smaller battery, but it has the same suspension, has the same geometry, and it has the same motor, which is their 2.2 motor. It's going to give you 90 Newton meters of torque. Most people's question right off the bat when they're looking to buy an e-bike is what's the range? But this one will get you, if you're using full power, around 30 miles, and if you're in eco mode, closer to 60. Now that all depends on how much you weigh. Specialized has a special sizing guide. It's not small, medium, large, actually. They call it their style sizing. This one is an S2, which is pretty small. The range is S1 to S6. And what changes is the length of the bike. So the top tube is going to get longer or smaller, and the wheelbase would also get longer or smaller. So if you have a smaller number, like an S1 or an S2, that's going to be a more nimble handling bike. This bike comes with a really good value group set. So it's going to be SRAM's 12 speed, so 1x12 SX Eagle. There are other Eagle components. So if you needed to down the road or you wanted to right off the bat, you could upgrade, say, just a derailleur to XX1 or GX or wherever you wanted to get in the lineup. And it's going to work with all your other stuff. It'll work with your shifter, it'll work with your cranks, it'll work with everything. So this fork is the RockShox 35 Silver, which is an air fork. So you can adjust the compression rate depending on how much you weigh. And it also has a lockout. So if you're riding on, say, a rails to trails or something where you don't need the shocks, you can lock it out. Specialized has a lifetime warranty on the frame, and the battery and the motor are going to be a 2-year warranty. But one more thing I want to do before I take this for a test ride is do a software update. You can push updates to your Turbo Levo and other Specialized bikes via the app. And the app is actually one of the best parts of buying a Specialized bike because you can fine-tune the motor in 3 different stages. There's a plus and minus here. That's how you're going to change your assist level. And you can make 1, 2, and 3 different ratios, different percentages, depending on what you're trying to do. Another cool part about the app is you can set it up to manage your battery depending on a couple different things. You can do it based on how long you're going to go in mileage or in time, or based on your heart rate. So if you're wearing a heart rate monitor, you can set it to a specific rate. We're actually ready for a test ride, so let's give you a quick rundown. The first thing you're going to do if you want the motor on is turn it on by pushing the power button here for a couple seconds. All those blue lines are going to be your battery levels. You definitely are not limited to just riding this on mountain bike trails. You could ride this wherever you want. It's legal on the roads. You could ride it to work if you wanted to. It's an e-bike. You can do what you want. I think actually the best part about having an e-bike versus a normal bike, depending where you live, you might be able to skip putting your bike on the back of your car and driving to the trail. You could potentially ride the e-bike to the trail.